What's happening, peeps and peepettes? I hope you guys are having fun, and today we're gonna do the review on the Klingon side, or at least the lockbox from the Discovery from the Klingon side. I believe it's called the Sarcophagus or something like that, in that nature. Let me just take a closer look. Where is it? Yes, right here. Special Requisition Pack, Sarcophagus Dreadnought Carrier. Whoa, this is a carrier? Holy moly. Okay, I did not know that this thing is going to be a carrier. I thought it was just the counterpart of the Discovery, the Vanguard. Anyway, let's get into more details. It is believed that this massive vessel dates back to the original founding of the Klingon Empire. Wow. Massive vessel. Okay, that is definitely interesting for me. I definitely love these huge carriers. Thousands of years ago, the heritage of this ship of the dead, predates all of the modern houses, and is a symbol of the great honor of the Klingon culture, continuously refitted over the years to remain capable of leading Klingons' fleet into combat. This ship's primary strength lies in its severe, resilient, unique cloaking and tractor beam technology. Okay, that's a mouthful. Comes equipped with the Ensign Universal, Miracle Worker Specialist. Wow, this is awesome. Also a Commander Universal, a Lieutenant Commander Universal. Wow, this is awesome. And a Command Specialist seat. So a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Command. So we got Command as like specialization, and also a Miracle Worker as specialization. Wow, this thing is really awesome. Sarcophagus Dreadnought Cruisers. Cruisers? Oh, this is just probably the line. The Sarcophagus Dreadnought Cruisers come equipped with the Console Universal Multi-Target Tractor Arrays. These tractor arrays were initially designed to facilitate the retrieval of fallen warriors for preparation and storage aboard the sarcophagus, but has since been weaponized to debilitate the damage foe in close encounters ship combat. While this console power is activated, specially mounted tractor beam arrays capable of immobilizing and debilitating nearby foes will active over a brief period of time. A total of 12 tractor beam arrays will be activated by this ability, each targeting nearby foes and severely slowing them while dealing a moderate amount of kinetic damage directly to their hull. If any foe is caught by more than one tractor, the damage of each is increased by the tractor beams tear the unfortunate ship in opposite direction while dragging them closer to the sarcophagus starship. Wow, okay, so if you have, I don't know, a friend of yours that is also using tractor beam, you're just tearing the ship on two sides. Basically what is being written right here, it's gonna do much more damage. Nice, I like that. Passive bonus to control expertise, energy, damage, resistance rating, and turn rate. If this thing is really massive, turn rate is going to be an issue, but we'll see. This console may be equipped with any console slot and any starship, but only one of these may be equipped at any given time. That is awesome. After achieving level 5 in your Sarcophagus Dreadnought Carrier Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Honored Dead Starship Trait. While this trait is active, any damage received during combat will be added to the defensive capabilities of your vessel, resulting in a stacking benefit of damage resistance and passive hull regeneration as certain damage thresholds are met or exceeded. Once you've reached the maximum stacks of this, additional damage will instead gain a small amount of temporary hit points at each threshold. Alright. I like that part. Temporary hit points. Very cool. Damage resist. Very nice. Passive hull regeneration. Always good. Nice. Alright. The Sarcophagus Dreadnought Carrier comes standard with 2 hangar bays of the Mokai Radar. Alright. No idea what those are. You guys probably seen them because I'm probably going to zoom in the when I'm going to do the visuals, or at least the little bit of a preview. You guys probably seen that because that's before the this part of the video. So you guys know what these are. Me currently at this time, no idea how they look. These fighters, sorry, these fighter-sized craft are armed with a disruptor beam. They are built exclusive to hairy foes. Oh, to carry foes. To hairy foes, okay. To hairy foes, exclusive to hairy foes. I don't know what that means, to hairy foes. And not intended to survive conflicts. Instead, their glorious death in battle grant temporary hit points to the carrier that launches them. And their relaunch timers are far faster than other fighters. Hold on, so when they die, my carrier is going to get temporary hit points? That's nice. Wow, I didn't even know that that was a thing that they actually did in the game as a game mechanic, I mean. That is so cool. And also, when they're going to die, the recharge timers are going to be faster than normal fighters. Wow, that's awesome. So the faction is going to be Klingon and Klingon allied. If you have like a Romulan that's allegiance to the Klingons or allied with the Klingons, you can basically use this thing as well. So tier 6 Lieutenant General or Sub-Admiral level 1 at level 40 of your character. Whole strength is going to be 67,000 hit points at level 60. Wow, that's crazy. That's high. Nice. Shield modifier of 1.05. That's, yeah, meh. Could be a little bit better. 4 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, room for 3 device slots. We have a console modification for tactical, so definitely awesome in its dealing of standard DPS. Survivability with 4 consoles as well, that's good, and a modern 3 science console, so we can do a little bit of science with this thing as well. Base turn rate of 4 degrees per second. Wow, that's like the lowest. Wow, this thing is not even going to turn anymore, man. 4 degrees per second. Oh my god. Impulse modifier of 0.13 with an inertia rating of 20, plus 10 to weapon power and also plus 10 to auxiliary power. Nice, I like that. Also a universal console, multi-targeting tractor arrays, the one that we also read a little bit about it. Can equip dual cannons. Hell no, I wouldn't recommend that. Also a cloaking device, very awesome. 2 hangar bays, so this is a full carrier, nice. The Mokai Raiders subsystem targeting. This thing is also a tactical carrier, so we're going to get quick deployment that's going to increase or at least decrease the hangar pet recharge time, so we can actually launch the hangar pets faster. Armored hold is going to give us maximum hit points. Enhanced weapon system, we're going to do a little bit more damage with this. And advanced shield system, maximum shield hit points is going to be increased. And the Honored Dead, that is going to be the Starship Trait if you level this thing all the way to level 5. Now let's see if we can do some customization. I want to give this thing out just a shout out for before continuing. I'm going to test from now on. I'm going to test like ships at the triple testing server. If they are going to be to my suit and my needs, I'm going to keep them. If not, I'm just going to sell them on the exchange, get a little bit of my resources back. So with that being said, let's head over to the customization part of this video. So here we are at the customization, and just as I figured out with like the last videos, we don't have any material types on the triple testing server. We just have one template and that's about it. We could do like, you know, overlays and stuff like that, pattern overlays, but who wants to do that, right? Who wants to mess up their ship? The ship by itself, wow, this is actually a good looking ship, or at least in my book it is, because it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, some kind of Chinese design, like a butterfly with these things like, you know, being open there, and this warp nacelle kind of looks like a dragon to me. including like, you know, the face, the head part. If these were the eyes up here, kind of looks like a dragon design in my book. I don't know if what you guys think about this thing. Let me know in the comment section what it resembles, because it definitely is intended to look like something, and it is it is really cool. This thing is called the Sarcophagus, man. This is awesome. Now we could zoom out, but we cannot zoom in any more than this. I do love these patterns up here. These are really awesome, full of details that you can actually see. That's nice. Kind of looks like the warp nacelles are in reverse. What does it look on the other side? Oh, they're pulsating right here. Wow, that is nice. All right, let's see how this thing is going to compare against the Lucari science ship in space. So we are in space right now, and look at this thing. This thing is huge. I like it. I definitely love this thing. Wow, I mean, look at the Lucari ship right here, the triangle Dorito, whatever have you, that you guys are naming it to this thing. This thing is like a beast. Look at that. In its length, I think it's like maybe 10 times bigger. Can actually push the Lucari ship up and down. This thing kind of reminds me of the Enterprise J in its size. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. Wow. Full of detail. I do love that. Look at that. All of like the workings that they're doing. Camera, stop being stupid. All of these patterns over these. Nice. This thing is full of details. I love that. Like it's like stitched up and has like really cool design. Intricate, very intricate design right there. Oh man, look at that. That is really cool. Man, I don't know whoever designed this to be a ship. I don't mean in the game, because they basically copy pasted the design from what was in the TV show, but whoever did the TV show version, oh my god, that guy or girl did a really awesome job. This thing looks like a dragon, like kind of like a butterfly in its design. Very cool. Very awesome in its design. I love it. Especially this part, this giant head right there. Oh, we got even a deflector dish area right there. Now, one of the down parts of being at Kronos right now is that they have like their sun has a reddish tint. And I have talked about this like in my other videos that I'm doing on the Klingon side. There is no way to actually for me to display like Klingons ships with a neutral color. So I usually go inside a mission where I think, you know, the colors and all of the visuals are fairly close to the Federation ones. And let me head there right now so you guys can actually know what I mean by that. So this is where I usually go and take a closer look at the ships. So this is Starbase, or at least Starbase 234. There is like a mission right here. But if you don't go too close to the mission, you basically are free to fly around in this mission, and oh my god, this thing is not flying at all. I mean, it's not turning at all. Oh man. Let's see, what kind of turning rate do I have right now? Stats, turning rate, let me... Turning rate of 5.8 degrees per second. So let's say 6 degrees per second. Wow. That is sick. But do you see what I mean with like the patterns, the color right here? It's not reddish anymore. It's like has more of a bluish tint, and I think that is the way that this ship has been intended to be, out of the drawing boards, as it were. This thing is more of a neutral color, and all of the other systems that I've been going to, all of them have like, you know, some kind of like reddish tint or some other glow effect in their sun or in their area. So this is like the closest thing that I think is more of the neutral colors, because this thing, the way it looks right now is, oh my god, I actually want to have this thing. It's just like you know, turning ready. This, if that was going to be a like, you know, a little bit better, this thing would definitely be awesome. But I mean, you can definitely put some skills points and stuff like that in your own skill tree, help it out a little bit with specializations and stuff like that. Console wise, gonna turn a little bit faster than this. And why is the HUD still up? There we go. Sorry guys. So you guys can see it in its full glory. Wow. I love this ship. I don't think I've ever seen a ship this much details, or at least with this many details on top. And I do love these spikes up here, just in front of these giant warp nacelles. This is so awesome. Very much loving this thing. All right, we are going to start equipping all of the different visual space sets that you guys are accustomed to from me doing all of these reviews on my channel right here. And obviously we are going to start with the adapted Mako, and on the Klingon sign they basically call it the where is it the Klingon Honor Guard something or whatever. Right here, yeah, the adapted Klingon Honor Guard. Here we go. That's the deflector. This one is going to be the engines and the shield visuals, the adapted. There we go. That is the adapted Mako variant on the Klingon side with the sarcophagus. Now I do need to watch my distance because I really don't want to enter combat, but look at this thing. This thing is awesome. Wow, look at all of these details right here. Wow, I am actually like smiling from ear to ear right now. I'm actually going to live this ship to gain some distance from these guys. But look at this thing, even inside the Bussard Collector's Warp Nacelle housing, wow. They even have like this backlidded, what is that? Red, pinkish glow. Wow, that is so cool. And look at all of these like dimples and, you know, integrates in the design of like the housing of the warp nacelles. Wow, that is such a beautiful design. Underneath, okay, now we can actually start turning. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. So we got enough distance from the starbase, because if I go too close, then the mission is going to auto start. And there are like 3 starships right there that are going to intervene. Going to start firing on my ship, and I don't want that. This is a beautiful ship. Don't you dare damage this thing. All right, let's move on to the Aegis. This one is the Aegis. This one, the Aegis, and this one. Here we go with the Aegis visuals. Wow. Totally different color, and you can actually see this really cool light strip. And obviously the engine exhaust or engine wake. Wow, look at that. All of these lines are red. Now for the Federation, these lines were probably going to be like bluish, but they don't have this ship. So the Aegis visuals on the Federation has like the blue outline, and on the Klingon version, they have like this reddish glow that I think it's really awesome. And you can actually see that as well on the deflector dish right here. Right there. Nice. Oh, this thing looks like a beast. Wow. You know, I do want to give you guys an spoiler. Spoiler ahead. I do hope that if they are staying true to, you know, whatever the Discovery, the TV show is bringing on in like ship designs, I do hope that they're going to do the mirror version of that big ship that we saw on the latest TV show episode. I don't really remember which one it was, but the palace. Wow, wouldn't that be awesome? Like that thing is going to be even bigger than this. And it has like that really like star or whatever that it has in the center of that ship. Wow, wouldn't that be awesome if they put that in the game? The Borg version. The assimilated Borg. All 3 pieces. Oh man, so many details. Wow. Wow, this thing is a thing of beauty. Look at that. You see that really huge board's deflector dish right there. It's sticking out. This looks really cool. Now, I'm not seeing any mistakes that they did. Or I might not even look really close, but I just love the way that this ship looks. I like it. Underneath as well. Wow. Okay, so that's like 3 versions of these visuals that I really enjoy on this thing. All right, let's move on to the counter command set. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. This one, that one, and I believe it's this one. Yes, counter command visuals. Oh, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Man, oh man. We also see that this thing also has like different visuals from like, you know, the Bussard collectors, if you can call it that, on the Klingon side, like the beginning of the warp nacelles. Wow. I do love the pattern. The pattern is just, my God, it's so good. Man, this does not feel like a ship that belongs in Star Trek. But it is. Oh my God, this thing is awesome. Now, if I'm reading it correctly, like this ship is going to be like, like a command outpost kind of deal. Being like a flagship in, in its role in the battlefield. So it's going to say Akira class ships go to that particular part of the battle and then do this and do that. Just, give orders. Because carriers usually do that, with their hangar pets. All right, I'm drooling right now. Delta deflector engines, and this one is Delta. Yep, shields, visuals. Yeah, as I was saying, like carriers usually have those pets, and this thing has 2 hangar bays. So normally, if you want to have the really good version of whatever pets you have, go to the Starbase holding. You can actually grab yourselves the elite version of whatever pets you're using or you like to use, and those are definitely the best one out there. I highly recommend you grab yourself that. Wow, this thing is, even with like the Delta visuals, it's really nice. Oh, I love it. Look at this. It's almost like, it has a little bit of a gloss rocky to it, metallic look. Wow, that is so beautiful. Even right here underneath where there is like absolutely no shadow or anything, it's like dark, nothing is being reflected. Look at that. Wow. Man, this might be like the best ship that STO currently has to offer visually wise. I love it. All right, let's move on to the Dyson visuals. Dyson, and Dyson. Yeah, just make sure 3 pieces of the Dyson. Wow. Man, all of these things that are up here are from the Dyson, and in between is just from the ship itself. And it's, oh my God, this thing is a beautiful looking ship. Look at that head. Doesn't it look like it's like covered in gold? Wow. Very nice. I thought I saw something, but it's not. Wow, very cool. I am enjoying this ship a little bit too much. Man, if this thing had a little bit more turning circle, we're gonna be awesome. All right, let's move on to the Iconian visuals, deflector engines. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Nice. Okay, very awesome. Very, very good to do. Nice. It looks really good. I'm not seeing any mistakes at first glance right here. But it has so many like lines, so many features. It's like crazy. Kind of looks like a snake, man. That this thing has like scales and stuff like that, or Oh, look at this part right here. Wow, I didn't actually see this. Just caught my attention. That is beautiful. And right here as well, the inner side of the warp nacelle housing. Wow, very cool. Doesn't this part look like a what's it called, the track of the tank, kind of like this is like the the belt where the tank usually like rides on. Wow, that is so cool, man. All right, we just did the Iconian, so we're going to do the Jem'Hadar next. Jem'Hadar right there. Why are you right here? Why are you so far away? Jem'Hadar visuals on your screen right now with the sarcophagus from the KDF version. Wow, this is looking good. This is looking very good. Oh, look at these warp nacelles right there at the end part. They're literally glowing. Let's see when they are. Where they're in the front, it's gonna be. Oh, yeah, just the normal standard visuals. Damn. I like this ship. Underneath as well. Wow, underneath when it's like not being illuminated has a little bit more details because all of these lights are being lit up. That is nice. All right, let's continue with the new Kara visuals. Right there, there, and this one. Oh, that is so awesome. Don't know what this is all about, but I like it. That is very nice. Very nicely done, Star Trek. Really good replica. Now, obviously, like all of these visuals, these space set, they don't have that in the TV show. So they basically had to make up their own design. And I think in the end, they did a really, really awesome job. This thing looks amazing. Wait a minute, are these weapon nodes kind of pointing forward like rail guns? Or they could be like communication rods or whatever they're called. Wow, this thing is looking like a beast. All right, continuing down the line, we are going to do the Omega. And the Omega we have right there. This one. Where is the Omega? Hey, where is the Omega? Oh, right here. I was like, what? Something is wrong right here. The Omega visuals. I don't know what's changed, but it kind of looks even more like scary a little bit. It's right there. Right here on the battlefield. Wow. can't believe that they did so much work designing like all of these little details right here. That has got to take so much time. Wow, this thing is looking like a beast, guys. It's kind of weird that they put their honored dead on top of this thing, on top of the sarcophagus. We actually saw a episode in the TV show Discovery that they did this. One of their fallen, they put them like, you know, sarcophagus, really nice full detail, like, you know, sarcophagus. And they basically use their tractor beams to put the sarcophagus on top of this ship. That was kind of like their way of honoring their dead. And in the game, they're like, well, let's use that to give the characters or the players temporary hit points. I think that's just funny. All right, the Riemann visuals. Oh, okay. I have to say, or at least this is still an ongoing bug with Cryptic. Maybe they're gonna fix this in the, you know, in the foreseeable future. These visuals, they have a bug. So if I bring back my HUD, you're gonna see that these are the normal visuals, and these are not. This Chrome design is, you know, is just a bug. But the visuals from the Riemann set is supposed to be like this. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be totally chromed out just like this when you're going to take it in combat. Certain maps do give this type of visuals. So that's something to keep in mind. That there is a ongoing bug in these visuals. It's like totally chromed out right now, and I guess they just haven't gotten around to it, fixing these visuals, because nobody really, or at least not a lot of players actually play the KDF. There are, you know, trust me, there are a bunch of you guys that are crazy about the Klingon faction, and you guys are awesome. Never change. Keep true to whatever you think and believe to be to be your game style in Star Trek Online. But you guys have just a little bit more bugs on the KDF than we do on the Federation. But moving on to the Romulan version. Engines and shields right here. Oh, wow. Now, I think this is more of a closer representation of what they actually had in the TV show. Well, maybe not these colors, but this is definitely closer to it. Now, obviously, this thing, when it's like doesn't have any visuals, now obviously that's the version that they did in the TV show, but I think this is really cool as well. There's a little bit of a greenish tint to it, where I think it has to be right there just to, you know, pop these visuals just a little bit more than the normal ones. And I love it. All right, let's see underneath. Nice. Very, very cool. I'm trying to remember, what was his name? The guy that piloted this, or that was the commander of this. Was it Vok? Or the was no, Vogue was the torch bearer, right? The House of None. Yeah. This is so awesome. All right, one of my least favorite space set is going to be next. The disco space set. Oh, removing the HUD. Okay. Okay, it works with this ship. It is really cool. I mean, I have not seen a particular space set out there that is not working with this ship. And we are already down to 13 versions or different versions of this ship. And all of them are really cool, including the temporal space set visuals. Wow. Oh, was it? Oh, Takuvma. Yeah, Takuvma. Yeah, I remember now. Takuvma was the guy that wanted to bring all of the houses together. Nice. And I know you guys have been writing it down in the comment section, but I already got it, so you don't have to. Nice. Wow, this is really cool. All right, the Terran visuals is going to be next. If I can find 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the Honor Guard is just like the same visuals as the adapted Honor Guard. So I'm not going to display two of the same visuals. These are the Terran visuals. Oh, this part is so nice. Kind of looks like a Fabergé egg when it's like stretched out. Oh, that is so cool. Nice. Oh, even this part right here. This is awesome. Wow, somebody has put lots and lots of hours in this ship. Wow, my God, this thing is beautiful. Can you imagine in like, I don't know, what is it, 2 months or something like that, designing a ship from scratch? Or at least it is based off on like, design that's been shown on the TV, but still coming up with all of these visuals, all of these design. I don't think they actually showed these type of details in the TV show. This is gorgeous. There is nothing else to be said. This thing is a gorgeous looking ship. And I hope I do this right by showcasing it this way, because wow. This is awesome. All right, next in line is going to be the Breen. Breen 1, 2, and Breen 3. There we go. Ooh. Okay. This might be a little bit on the visuals that I'm not really fond of. These Breen visuals. But it still works with this ship. I don't know what it is, but it's not like, I'm not really crazy about it, but it still works with this thing. Very nice. Kind of fits in. Look at all of these. Like, if this is true and this is from the TV show, like all of these dots are like representing like a sarcophagus from the fallen Klingons that are being transported right here, or at least being tractor beamed outside to their last resting ground, I should say, that they're going to be right on top of the hull. Look at how many Klingons have died. And that's not something to laugh about, sorry guys. If we're staying true to the canon. All right, the Lucari is going to be next. Is it this one? No, that's the Brighton. Where is the Lucari visuals? Hey, oh, here it is. Yep, all three pieces of the Lucari visuals. Oh my god. Oh, that is sick. Oh, man. Are you kidding me right now? What? Wow, the Lucari visuals are awesome. Let's see the head. Does it have anything on the head? No, the head is just underneath. It's so gorgeous right there. On top as well, but underneath, because it's like not hitting, or at least it's like it's darker because it's like, you know, no sunlight is coming there, but it's oh man, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful looking ship. Man, oh man. I just love this ship. All right, let's do the next one in the line. That is going to be the Prevailing Regalia space set from the competitive rep. And you guys see it on your screen where these visuals come from. If you want to hunt them yourself or farm them, you can do so. What changed? Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of those mirrors on top. Okay, okay. You also see them right there. Okay, that's cool. Can you imagine if this thing had like the Voyager design of their warp nacelles when they're like folded inside, or at least upper, or at least the pylons are going to go up, the warp nacelles, I mean. Then this was definitely like a bug when the warp nacelles go up and they boom, warp out. Nice. Man. Though, to be honest, speaking of those kind of mechanics, I am not seeing any like newer ship using though that kind of design where they actually change the layout of the ship. So we had the Voyager. I think we had a couple of other ones like the trying to remember which one it was on the Klingon side. The one that actually, you know, rotated backwards, forwards, and they had like those winds coming out, coming back. And we had the other one, the anniversary ship that usually you can actually see some kind of mechanics going on in depending what kind of mode you're using. The Garumba, yeah, the Garumba. The Garumba was from the Klingon version. But we're not seeing any more of those. That's a shame. Garumba? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's been a long time. All right, the visuals that I'm going to equip right now is just going to be the standard visuals, because I'm going to start with the newer, the Bajoran visuals. And if you don't know where to obtain these are in the current featured episode. So I don't know, by the time you guys are watching this, this Bajoran visuals can be obtained from a mission that might not be the featured episode, which you can definitely obtain these. These are the Bajoran visuals, and I'm not really a big fan of them, to be honest. Maybe they need to grow on me, but nah. I'm not into these visuals. It's making the ship look like hideous. It's like, sorry to say it, but you know, some like 4 or 5 year old child has, you know, colored in these visuals. Not really happening for me. Like right here underneath, it's like gone. You can't even see a difference. The visuals are just not there. They're just gone. And right here they are. You see that, like, you know, some kind of like pinkish, orange, reddish tint. But for the rest, it's like, you know, like some guy on the there was a comment in a previous video saying like the material they actually use kind of looks like, or at least in space, it kind of looks like it's like wood material. And I tend to agree with that. It's like wood. It's like, come on. Well, anyway, we are going to move on to one of my favorite, and I cannot wait to see this thing with those visuals. That's going to be one of the previous Lockbox. That's the Zenkethi one. The Zenkethi. Oh man, this looks awesome. Oh, even right here, it kind of pulsates. Or pulsates. Pulsates. Nice. I love the way this ship looks like with the Zenkethi visuals. This is just awesome. Yeah, this is a thing of beauty. This is awesome. Very nice. All right, the last visuals that I'm going to showcase is from the new Lockbox, and you can obtain these things if you open up the weapons pack. And these are the Destiny visuals, or the Vanity, or the Destiny Vanity visuals. Wow, look at this thing. So much details has gone into this. Definitely a thing of beauty. wait till we, or at least till you guys are going to give me a build so I can, I can be just like you guys, a pro at the game for this ship, because this is definitely a beast. And you guys know by my play style, I'm not even going to equip like Mark 14 on this Mark 14 weapons on this ship. But you guys are going to do that, and I'm looking forward to whatever you guys are, how you guys are going to use this ship to its full potentials. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Very interested in that. Wow. And yeah, this ship is, if in case you guys don't know, this is definitely, I'm going to unpack this, definitely on my Klingon character on the holodeck server. Because like I mentioned before, right now I'm just testing it out on the triple server. I'm like, maybe it's not going to be for me, but since it's a carrier, definitely will. All right, let's do a recap like I normally do right here. So we got 4 weapons on the front, 3 on the aft, 3 devices, engineering 4, room for 4 consoles. We got 3 room for science consoles, and we got 4 room for the tactical console slots, so we can definitely have enough firepower. Firepower if we can actually get to the enemy. Really good on survivability, and not so good on, or there's a decent amount of console for science and science abilities. So normal deflector, warp, shield, and an impulse slot. That's just the normal version, and we do have 2 hangar bays. But first of all, we are going to take a closer look at this universal console, the multi-target tractor arrays. So this thing by itself, passive ability, is going to give us 11.2 energy damage resistance rating, so more tanky, plus 13.3 in Starship control expertise, so we can improve control effects and also resist to the same. And also 17.8 in flight turn rate. That's why this ship is flying a little bit better. I think it was, at default, it was 4 or something like that, 4 degrees per second, or was it 6? I don't know, something like that, and it was like crazy. But now it's a little bit better because of this console. Very nice. So multi-target tractor arrays, MTTA. All right, I read this one, but let's read it again. Target all nearby enemies with multiple tractor beam arrays that activate over a brief period of time. These special tractor beams slow the target ship, prevent cloak devices and cause kinetic damage over time. Auxiliary power and skill increase the damage and strength of the tractor beam. While the multi-target tractor arrays are active, more and more tractor beams will be sent out over time, ensnaring more and more nearby foes or stacking multiple beams on individual foe if there are few targets in range. If a foe is affected by multiple tractor beams, they will attempt to rip apart their ship, dealing additional damage for their tractor beams. Okay, so hold on. I read this part previously. I read it wrong. So from my ship, from this thing, from the sarcophagus, there are going to be multiple tractor beams emanating from my ship. So it doesn't have to do with, with an ally tractor beaming the same ship. This is just, one ship that's going to use multiple tractor beams on the enemy. Wow, that's really cool. So it's going to rip the enemy ship apart, or it's going to try to do that if multiple tractor beams are going to hit the enemy, or at least one single enemy. So that's awesome. The system is fully automated and also capable of destroying small threats like mine and targetable torpedoes. Oh, okay, targetable torpedoes. That's awesome. So like torpedo high yields and stuff like that, you know, that's nice. 5 kilometer sphere, 2-minute cooldown. Randomly targets up to 3 foes within 5 kilometers. Every 2 seconds may target foes already affected by previous activations. Okay, so that's the double tractor beam that they're talking about right here. 2 foes, minus 99% in turn rate and flight speed. So they're basically dead to a stop right there. It's also going to disable their cloaking. That's nice. And also 155.5 kinetic damage per 0.5 seconds is going to ignore shields, and damage increased by 20% per additional array on a single target. So tractor beam array on a single target. So each tractor beam is going to give you plus 20% in its increase in damage. So let's say 310 kinetic damage every 1 second, and if it's, you know, it's going to increase by 20% if another tractor beam is going to be laid on top of that enemy. Very cool. Pools foe that are closer than 1 kilometer, scales up with distance, skill that affect disability, control expertise, and exotic power generation. So put some points in those two if you want to have more, or at least to have this ability more effective. All right, these could you stop turning for me, please? Because you're getting on my head right now, making me dizzy. All right, so these are the hangar bays. Now, obviously, like I mentioned before, grab yourself the elite version from the Starbase store. Those are really good. These are yucky. These are not good. But I'm just going to keep them. Launches 3 house Mokai raiders from your hangar bay. These hangar bay are light, fast, ship and quickly close in on their target and harass them with a disruptor a beam attack at very close range. Nice. Their warp cores have been intentionally destabilized, which will result in a warp core breach upon their death. When they die, the remnants of their wreckage are appropriated by the carrier as a barrier, granting temporal hit points. House Mokai Raiders cannot be repaired and cannot gain ranks. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Okay, this is some new tactics that they're actually implementing right here. So usually hangar pets, they have like, you know, these kind of experience bars. Whenever they reach that, they gain like, you know, accuracy, hit points and stuff like that. These hangar pets don't have that. So when they're going to die, they're going to grant the ship, the carrier, the Sarcophagus Dreadnought Carrier, the one that you were flying, they're going to grant you temporary hit points. This is a new design, new mechanics that they are implementing in the game. It's really nice. If you think about it, it's kind of morbid. they're like, you know, you're sending them off to their death, and when they die, so you basically, when they die, they heal your ship. Basically the same like, you know, the Klingon Fallen Warriors, they put on top of the ship, they grant your ship like temporary hit points. Yeah, it is what it is. Klingons are like that. That is what it is. Launches 3 house. Okay, we just read that. Each hangar supports 2 wings of 3 fighters. Each auxiliary power level will determine the recharge rate. Auxiliary offline will prevent the hangars operational. All hangar pets have a layer defense 3, which make them immune to single torpedo hit every 30 seconds. Okay. Target anything alive with a 15 kilometer range, 12.5 second recharge. Launches a wing of wing of 3 level 61 house Mokai Raiders. Each hangar supports 2 wings at any given time. All right, I'm really interested in these. So let me see if we can get a close look where they come from. Where did they go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, you guys probably have seen them already, but I have not. And I cannot display them because I cannot zoom in more than this. Oh, this sucks. Then I have to wait till I'm going to do some really fancy flying with demo record just to show it to you guys. All right, let's see the Admiralty card. Wait a minute. Klingons, let me grab this one. Probably going to be somewhere here. There it is, the Sarcophagus. Sarcophagus Dreadnought Carrier, 4 stars in its rarity, 41 points in engineering, 53 in tactical, 32 in science with 18 hours in cooldown. Just base stats right here. You can actually see it's like DPS heavy, survivability not so much, and science not so much at all. Special abilities is it's going to ignore the plus minus engineering where they actually ask you from events. That's nice. In 18 hours in maintenance, after you use this thing, it's gonna go in cooldown. Bridge Officer Station, we have a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Command Station, something that I was really interested in about when I read this, and also an Instant Universal / Miracle Worker Station, very cool. A Lieutenant Commander Engineering Station, this is a tactical station, commander with 4 abilities, and a Lieutenant Science Station. Nice, right? I like it already. This guy got an Infinity Prize. Nice, congratulations to you. All right, let's head over to a patrol mission, see how this thing is going to handle itself against a particular enemy. So let's do that right now. So here we go, the Japori system. Let's launch these guys. Garumba Siege Destroyer. That's the ship that I was talking about. What was that? That noise. Oh my god. What is that? Why are these guys... Are they losing health? Already? No. Target that guy. Okay, so these guys are basically like suicidal? They are losing their health? While they're... Yeah, these guys too. But they are tearing this guy apart. Boom. Okay, now I'm getting temporal hit points because reclaim Raider Material 1. Okay, so these guys are dead. Okay, so this is really interesting. These guys have like a limited time span. Like, if you guys can actually see, their health is gradually decreasing. So each time that they have like a limited amount of health, or at least they have a normal amount of health, but it's like their warp core has been like set to blow, I guess. And each time one of those blows, my health is, or at least my ship is getting health back. All right, let me just move, because I'm getting being targeted right now. All right, give me some temporary hit points. Okay, let's do some damage to these guys. Ah, man, I'm gonna die. What the hell? And let's put everything on auto fire. Okay, good. I survived that part. You know what? Let me put these guys up there as well. So they're going to be automated fire when I push my DPS rotation. Now, like we said earlier, this thing does not want to turn even at full impulse. It's not doing a really good job. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me just restart this part. Evasive maneuvers. Let me get out of combat. Because I kind of need to do this again. Because I'm using the standard space set. They just put me back in condition red. There we go. So just to recap, so whenever your pets are going to die, they basically have like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something like that. Because they each tick that they're using, or at least that they are in combat, they basically are losing health. So that's interesting. Interesting mechanics right there. And my health points. Death to the enemies of the Empire. Who the hell are you? Oh, my health was below 50%. Oh, okay, that's not good. All right, let's do some DPS on this thing. But before to do that, I'm gonna equip the good space set. I actually want to equip this one because this one gives like that plasma burst whenever a shield is depleted. So let's do that. A little bit of health. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, here we go. Doing some damage to these guys, hopefully. Dual digits, triple digits. Whoa, look at that. All of my shields are gone. Look at this thing is firing all over the place. Wow. Okay, heal up. Nice. That is so good with this thing. Now we're doing some damage. When their shields are gone, we are doing some really cool damage. And also, all of my pets are eating them alive. Look at that. 14k right there. Not even a... Who is here? Who is here? Oh, this guy. A destroyer escort. What are these? Nausicaans. And your ship is gaining like temporary hit points over and over again. Got a little bit of a Tychon's Rift going on right there. That's cool. Another unique feature of this thing is the Tukuvma cloak of Tukuvma, Tukuvma's cloak. Ooh, nice crit. 36. I like. Let me try that. How many waves are we? We are at 4 out of 5. Let me just restart this thing again. Because I really like it. I really like it. I don't want this mission to get to end. I'm really enjoying this ship. Even though I had to basically wait a little bit for my health to yep. There we got the board SQ again. What? To what? To battle? Alright, where is my full impulse? There it is. Alright, so let's do the cloak. Oh! I thought it was just a normal cloak. Look at that. The new visuals? Are you kidding me? Does it give a boost when it's after 3 seconds stealth? Defense after decloak plus 15. Okay, so after you decloak, you're gonna get an increase. After you decloak, you also get like that really cool animation plus a bonus to DPS. Who was doing that? Oh, that was the other one. Oh, that is so awesome. I love that new cloaking ability. Oh, it's not a battle cloak? Okay, that's not good. Alright, let's put this to use. The multi-targeting tractor array. I need to be within 5 kilometers of these guys. Slowly but surely we will get there. 5 kilometers. Wow, all of these. Hello. I want somebody alive. Get back here. Only this guy's... Yeah, this guy's dead as well. Dude, you're killing everybody. Evasive maneuvers. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So this thing is... Yeah. Yeah, so that's a waste. Too many allies. Alright, you guys can go out again. Wow, that is really cool. Ah, got an accolade, pirate. Seriously? Okay, let me just warp out again. I'm having too much fun with this thing. I am having too much fun with this ship. This ship is, for my type of playstyle, this is really awesome. I'm gonna put these guys on a dock, and let's kill off these guys and wait another 50 seconds for the cooldown to go over. Now, as you guys can see, it's not really turning good. The temporary hit points that you guys are seeing is because I have, which one was it? I think it was, which one am I using? The specialization, pilot and command. All right. I think it's from pilot. Whenever I'm using betas, I'm going to get temporary hit points. Now, by itself, this thing definitely needs some better weapons than the normal Mark 10 that they give you. What do these do? Plus 5 to Starship shield restoration, shield capacity, disruptor, exposed target to torpedo exploit. Okay. Torpedo exploit gate plus 50 armor penetration. Wow, these things are awesome. The linked disruptor beam array. Is my thing out of cooldown? Yes, it is. Okay. Let us... That's 19 kilometers, man. That's a long way to go. And I'm probably going to be dead. Or at least these guys are probably going to kill it. Before I even go there. That's like one of those Garumba, yeah. Wait for me! I'm coming! Could you die already? We need some newer... Okay, here we go. New enemies, where are you? Okay, they're all the way to the other side. Let's use a cloak. All that visuals, that is awesome. Let's go within 5 kilometers and activate this in 3, 2, 1. So it's just multiple tractor beams, or at least 3 right now that are off. 4, because this one has 2, 5. Ah, enough with the shields that are failing, man. Here, I'll activate everything. Nice. Wow, this thing is really cool. Okay, now you guys can go out. Out and kill everything. Kill everything and everybody. Okay, so this ship is... I'm having too much fun with this thing. This ship is really cool, really awesome. I enjoy it as a carrier. There is a particular flying pattern that you need to do. Kind of is like just like a cruiser type deal, but cruisers tend to be just a little bit faster in their turning rate than the normal carriers. So keep that in mind if you are doing, if you're flying carriers just like I am. You're going to have a bigger turning circle than cruisers. Look at this thing. Now all of these visuals are from the Bajordan shields that I equipped. Each time a shield is, or shield facing is depleted, this thing is going to give that burst out. Enough with the whole integrity there. There. It's not anymore, it's 50%. Okay, so final thoughts on this thing. This thing, for me, it's perfect. This thing is going to be awesome. I love it. I wish this thing was going to be able, or at least this ship was going to be able to utilize at the Federation. Unfortunately, just for the Klingons. So, with that being said, I enjoy this ship a lot. Each time I'm going to play on the Klingons, this is going to be probably the new best ship for the KDF version. It is slow to turn. Maybe some RCS consoles right here. It's going to help with turning rate and stuff like that. And these hanger pets are really awesome because they return hanger or this health point to your ship whenever they are going to die. As you guys can see, there is a health bar right there that is going to count down whenever these guys are in combat and when they are going to die or self-explode or, you know, whatever. They're going to give your ship temporary hit points in return. Wow, these animations are really awesome. Look at that. That's that cloaking. Oh, that is sick. Love it. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a little bit of knowledge coming out of my channel. Entertaining would be awesome if you did. I hope to see you on the next one. Take care for now and later.